This is a liver, onion and bacon sandwich in a soft, white, fluffy back roll. This is packed full of flavour. It's a winner. We want some onion, starting by cutting off the tops, just a little slither. Discard those, and then we're going straight down through the middle. There we go. And then we just want to remove the skins from the onion. There we go. Make sure you get rid of all of these little bits of skin. Next little job, very, very simple. Nip off the end. Just that little tiny end bit there. We're going to cut with the grain of the onion, and we want these sliced. Basically, we want nice thin strips for your classic caramelised onion. So we have nice little strips like that. So there we go, work your way through your onion, keeping it as uniform as you can, so everything cooks relatively evenly. There we go, it may look like quite a lot of onion at this point, but this will really, really cook down, so it is nowhere near as much as it looks. Perfect, there we go, job done. So there we have our onion slice, prepped, ready to go. So we're gonna stick this lot in a bowl, pop it to one side, because the first thing we're gonna do is cook our bacon. So there we go. So we want a nice big pan for this one. We want quite a big sort of surface area for the onions. Heat on a good medium. First thing we're gonna do is our bacon. Here we are using smoked streaky bacon. There we go, so that's our bacon in, like anything else, any other meat. You want to agitate it, move it around, build up a nice caramelisation. We want this bacon crispy, keep a slight bit of chew. We don't want it to be like glassy crispy. We want it to have a bit of bite. Slowly render out all of that fat. Then we're going to get it crispy. Then we're going to leave everything in the pan, and we're going to essentially deglaze the pan with our onion. Keep turning that bacon in every 20-30 seconds. Is there anything better than the smell? And all of this fat here that's rendering out, that is going to be a large part of what will cook our onions. Got some beautiful caramelisation on there. And look at all of that fat. Fat is flavour. And so we are there with our bacon, and the bacon goes onto a little chopping board there, and we're going to pop this aside while we cook everything else. So there it is, our finished bacon on our little chopping board there. That is going to cool down a touch and get even more crispy, and from there we're going to serve. But now, into all of that beautiful residual fat, we're going in with our onion. Pop your bacon to one side, and now we are going in with our onion. As soon as that onion hits the pan, season with salt, flatten them out on the bottom of the pan. And the way that I'm going to cook these today is, to start with, we're going to keep the heat low, and we're going to basically sweat them down without much colour, just to remove the acidity, get them nice and translucent and sweet. And then that's when we slowly crank up the heat, keep them moving, and we're going to get some really nice deep dark caramelisation. We're going for a nice roastiness with these, which we're going to cut perfectly with our sugar, deglaze with brandy, finish with a touch of vinegar, and then our stock, which we're going to reduce to a nice sticky syrup. So this is almost going to be kind of somewhere between onion jam, onion gravy, and essentially sort of a thick sauce. We don't want liquid in our sandwich as such. So there we go, pop that heat up a tiny touch. You don't need to move these too much, just be patient and let them do their thing for a while. So there we go, that's what we want. Sweating off nicely. We want to hear that nice gentle sizzle. And I'm going to hit these onions with a tiny touch of canola oil, a neutral flavoured oil, just to help the bacon fat along. So get in there with a little dash. We're going to finish these off with a little butter as well. There we go. So the onions are coming along beautifully. They're getting nice, soft, sweet and translucent. So in a few ticks, we're going to start to introduce a little bit of colour. Heat up a tiny little touch. And when I say roastiness, what I mean is we're kind of ever so slightly going for that kind of classic burger van style of onion. That lovely roasty onion smell you get. See, if you listen there, guys, you can hear that sizzle is a little bit more aggressive now. And this is the point where we want to move them around a little bit more than we were previously. See, there we go. Starting to introduce a bit of brown, a bit of colour to these onions. Quite a way to go yet. Every chef's favourite ingredient, our butter, is ready. And of course, we're going to be pretty generous with the butter. There we go, we're moving along nicely. And this sandwich is going to be outstanding. These onions are looking incredible. And now we're ready for our butter. So get in there with a nice generous knob of that butter, and that lovely creamy fat is going to coat our onions, finish them off perfectly. Look at that. So we're just going to get that last little bit of colour on them. You see that? That is just what I was talking about. Beautiful colour over the onions. And so now we are going to add just a little dash of sugar. Turn the heat up a little touch now, just so that sugar caramelizes. Perfect. Deglaze. Deglaze with our brandy. You don't need to flambe. Just cooking it for a few moments burns off the alcohol, but it looks cool, doesn't it? A little splash of vinegar. Reduce that vinegar down to a syrup. That acidity is going to cut through the richness of this sandwich perfectly. Look at those onions. Ready for our stock. And so what I'm going to do, only add enough, just kind of cover or coat the onions, and then reduce down until it's really nice and syrupy. Remove a large part of that liquid. Again, we're kind of going for a saucy vibe here, but as you can see, look at that. It's like real syrupy, sort of gunky, yummy deliciousness. It's going to act like a gravy in terms of flavour, but it's going to be essentially a sauce. And along with that, it's bringing a whole load of flavour. Let it out with a tiny little touch more stock. That there is exactly what we're looking for. Heat off, and we want to transfer our onions into a little pot so we can reheat those while the liver is resting. Stick them to one side, and honestly, just get a load of those onions. They are going to be epic. Really indulgent flavour. Yum. And next, the star of the show. In this bag we have some incredible, rich, creamy and delicious lamb liver. So there we have it. Beautiful, glossy, amazing stuff. And so what we're going to do to prepare the liver, not a lot of prep is required, but because this is going in a sandwich, we want the liver to be about as big as that. So we have these small pieces or strips that are just going to lay in the sandwich perfectly. So keep it fairly uniform. That way it's going to cook pretty evenly, as even as you can. Just look at that, absolutely gorgeous piece of liver. This stuff really is one of my favourite things to cook and to eat. I love the beautiful, rich smoothness of liver, creaminess. Perfect little bite-sized pieces of liver, perfectly prepped, ready to cook. Essentially, all I'm going to do is quickly flash fry them to keep them nice and pink. But obviously, you cook your liver however you wish. So let's do it. Now we've done our onions, just very quickly. Cut down through the middle of our bacon, about the same size as the liver. Stick those to one side. Onions we're going to reheat, and I'm looking forward to tucking into this one, I tell ya. Pan on a sort of high-ish medium. A little dash of canola oil. A nice neutral oil with a high smoke point, and we are going to finish the liver in some butter. We want some heat in there first. We don't want to cook this liver too aggressively. That's the trick. There we go, we're just about there. Season, and then in we go. Go. That's been in 40 seconds. With each piece a turn. Like I said, this stuff does not take long. Butter in. Give the pan a little shake. Turn that heat up a tiny touch and just keep them moving. Soft and springy. Another minute and we're going to basically be ready. This is how quick these things will cook. We've got a nice light bit of charring on some of them, a bit of caramelisation, but we don't want to go super hard. You see the juices breaking the surface. Heat off. Guys, that is literally that. So, pop your liver onto a tray or a board. They are going to be beautifully pink. Stick this to one side and we want this to rest for about 3 to 5 minutes, give or take. Not quite as long as a steak, but we want those juices to beautifully redistribute throughout our liver. So we're pretty much there. That liver has been resting for around 3.5 minutes. Finish it off with a good generous hit of freshly ground black pepper. And in keeping with our burger van vibe, we're going with a nice, big, fluffy, soft, white bat. Bat on the plate, open her up, and we're gonna lay on some delicious pieces of our juicy pink, rich and delicious pan roasted liver. Can we squeeze another little bit on there? We can. To that, go on with a nice pile and a bit of onion, and we're going to top this thing off with some lovely shards of our bacon. And guys, that there is truly a wonder to behold. And so there it is. Let's give this thing a try. I'm in heaven. That is so good. You've got delicious, rich, creamy liver. We've got beautiful caramelised onions, sweet, roasty, with a little hint of that acidity coming through. The beautiful saltiness of that bacon. The textures work really well. You've got the beautiful creaminess of the liver, which has almost like a pate kind of vibe to it. Crisp from the bacon. We've got that gunky, delicious, oozy caramelised onions, and that bap is just beautiful, soft, holds it all together perfectly. That is so good. And it really does have that traditional British roadside burger van flavour, but on another level, truly on another level. I'm going to polish this thing off, like and subscribe, head over to my website for this recipe, thewckcountryKitchen.com. Also, sign up to my newsletter. The link is in the description below, and I'll see you next time.